The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. So not a holding call. One of the linemen actually too far downfield that time. That's what drew the flag. Go play action here. It's Milroe. He throws a bullet to the six. That's complete inside the 35. And he has this down to the 34. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Let's see, first it was a pass, now it's a great gain on the ground. They've got this defense on their heels.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go. Cowboy 80.
Here's Milroe to throw. Dumped off to his running back. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Might be able to start their game with a score here, Brock. This is 1st and goal.
Finds
him quickly on the RPO. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
A good RPO play, it takes a lot of time. Proper decision-making from a calm, cool, collected offense. Well, that one didn't have any of it.
Line up, it's 2nd and goal.
Shot 50, 19, 18.
Shotgun now for Milroe. Defender tips that one, but he's got it. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
Well, that short pass gets tipped, and you then don't have much time to react to the catch. But he brings it in anyway to save the completion.
This opening drive has reached the 5. Can they find 6 now on 3rd and goal?
Here we go. 19 Tiger, 19 Lion.
Milroe from the gun. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Well, they've been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force them into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right? And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
Out is Jake Bates, ready to try to knock this through. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Bates' kick is up and good. And they are able to get their first 3 points of this game.
I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead, and a little early momentum with that field goal.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Okay.
The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Forced out to his right. He's going to keep it this time. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. And even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Second and 3 now. Now they're going to throw out of the gun. He rolls to his right. Moving right, airs it out. Wide open, downfield. Got it! He does it! Touchdown, Arizona! The Cardinals just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. Trey Benson, the touchdown! On is Chad Ryland for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cardinals take a 4-point lead.
7, Seahawks 3. Chad Ryland to kick off for Arizona.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. He's brought down just inside the 25.
Troy Horton on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line.
Here we go, Scott. Ready?
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. Escapes the defender. Sent out of bounds after a pickup of 6. 2nd and 4 coming up.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
Ready?
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3.
Ready?
Now it's Milroe. It's incomplete to Kenneth Walker. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
Come on. Ready?
Off the play fake, Milroe. Vacates quickly left side. That's a catch. Jackson Smith-Njigba. He is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Got it. Ready?
From the 40-yard line now. This is 1st and 10.
Yep, Warrior 70. Ready?
They'll go play action. Connection made to the rookie from Iowa. He hangs on nicely through that hit. Nothing added to the catch, but they're down to the 28.
1st and 10.
12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Kid, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice. That both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, hope we have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully, and the tight end, the beneficiary.
We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. 7-3 is our score. Back to Seattle after this. About set for the 2nd quarter. Seahawks football here. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
You. Come to me, it's me.
To the air, Milroe. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Ready? Cup 19, Cup 19, trap 60, trap 60. Hut.
Throwing off the play fake. He's got it near the 8. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
And the Seahawks.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
From the red zone on 1st. There's a screen out for Walker. That's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks take a 2nd quarter lead. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. So Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out
And wow, Brock, this one is no good. He has been automatic so far this season, but for the first time here, he whiffs on that extra point. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st and 3. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. So following that missed point after, he's going to stay out there and send it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Pretty good field position here for the Cardinals as they get ready, 1st and 10. And off to Benson to start the drive. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
One like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
Get it. Viking 18. Go.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
It is Kupp, left side. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility. Get outside the pocket and find that open man.
70 Timberwolves. Ready.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. So a big self-inflicted error as that personal foul moves the ball forward quite a bit. Penalty yardage marked off. Here's 1st and 10.
Go! Panther 60, Panther 60. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Before the snap, some early movement. Let's see which side gets tagged with the penalty. He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early. Encroachment on that previous play, and that makes this a much shorter 1st and 5.
Come on, come on. Press all 80.
He's going to throw this one. And the downfield call is going to go unanswered. Defender saw to that. That incompletion means it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
18, Pioneer.
He's going to throw it. Escapes the pocket. Now he takes it. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line. He gets 6 on that play. And it's good enough for an Arizona 1st down.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Cardinals.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Pass play now. His throw finds Marvin Harrison Jr. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And it's going to give the Cardinals a first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Working on first down. Here's a screen to Benson. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
19.
Throwing on second. Flushed out of the pocket. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Needing 4 here on third down. This is going to be the 9th play of this drive.
Here we go, set. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Back to throw. That's caught for the first. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals take a second quarter lead. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with. Right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they could be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. This makes it up to the 25.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Seahawks just about set. Here's first and 10.
19, Tiger.
First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock, you are going to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Cardinals have it as he records the first interception of his young career.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So they'll head up here first and 10 from the 34.
Ready.
It's Benson on the give. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. Coming to the line for another first and 10.
Here we go. Ready.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Rolling out to his left. And it's brought in. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals grow their lead just before halftime. Marvin Harrison Jr. with the touchdown. Ryland now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cardinals push the lead up to 12.
21, Seahawks 9. Chad Ryland to kick off for Arizona.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to
The
him.
Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
On the jump.
Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. Pistol now for Milroe. Buying some time left. This is brought in. Big gain looking for Smith-Njigba. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45.
It's a gain of 25.
That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
Good for a Seahawks.
And what a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line.
10 at
Let's
the
go now.
44-yard line.
Viking 18.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Number 10.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
70 Lions. 70 Timberwolves.
He's checking crabs.
Dragon 60. 18 Pioneer.
We go play action here. It's Milroe. Absolutely fires this one, right? It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Cardinals are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
Take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
Stop. Hey.
Working now from the gun. Got a lot behind this one. Downfield it goes. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though. We got second down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Second and 10, still at the 28.
Come on. Back. Crack all 80.
Pass play coming here. The pass ball's incomplete, but was there a reason for it? We see a flag out there. Just a momentary loss of focus, a break in discipline, and not a good moment individually as he gets hit with that personal foul.
Here we go. Stop. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Go.
Pass play on first and 10. Finds Benson out of the backfield. And it'll be out of bounds right along the 40.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Second and 3 now.
Here we go. Hawk 70. Trap 60.
Throwing from the gun. Rolling left, buying some time. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
19 Tiger. Ready.
They're going to try and throw it here. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
Starts his return from the 23. And he didn't quite break it, but still an excellent return that gets him up near midfield.
At their own 49-yard line.
Ready.
And into the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this first and 10.
19 Lions.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks make it a one-score game before halftime. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
Now it's Milroe in the offense, looking to go for 2.
70 Rangers.
The Seahawks will line up for the two-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And the call to go for it not rewarded as the pass falls incomplete.
Score Cardinals 21, Seahawks 15.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The clock reads 24 seconds now as the final drive of this half begins. Back to pass on 1st and 10. He's going deep this time. That one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Throwing now off the play action. And he's not going to escape. The Seahawks brought the pressure, and they got him. Now Seattle going to call its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Defense's first sack of the game, kid. We can now see some of the negatives, the trade-offs of his great running ability. When he tries to create, well, he can find himself going backwards, and in this case, for a really big loss.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Cut 19, cut 19.
3rd and long for him here. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left. No luck finding his receiver that time. So that brings up 4th and long. They'll bring out the punter here. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. All right, so we're going to have enough time for one more snap here before we reach halftime.
At the 43-yard line.
Wow, they must really trusted this guy's range. He's out for what would be a very long field goal. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. At the distance, but no good. It finds that left upright. And they fail to cut the lead in half. It stays at 6. That's halftime of this